Let's bring in Gil Chaved. He's the founder and CEO of Checkpoint Software Technologies. Gil, it's great to see you today. Here you've got earnings coming in with revenues 9% above last year's second quarter. You've got subscriptions up 14%. That's all really good news. So where are these headwinds coming in? Where are investors not buying into the story that you're telling?
First, I wish I knew to analyze the stock market. Maybe I'll be in your seat, and it's great to be here. But I think overall we did a very good results. The demand for cybersecurity, we see it as healthy and continues. And unfortunately, also the need for cybersecurity is increasing, and the number of attacks keep rising in a very alarming pace.
You said on the call that you're seeing a lot of the use of your system coming in through out-of-country extortion, through other states using ransomware attacks and things of that nature, and then this geopolitical threat. So where do you see demand going at a time when, and we just heard this from Microsoft and Google, that some of their smaller companies are having to cut costs?
First, the demand is high. And again, every customer that I meet with, large or small, is actually indicating that cyber is an area that they still want to invest. Second, my advice to people is not necessarily to spend more money. It's actually to do the right thing. It's to consolidate solutions, focus on solutions that are preventing the attacks. You know, a huge part of our industry is about detecting that you've already been breached, and that's too late. I think we need to invest in prevention, in stopping the attack before it hits. And there's, again, I mean, I can go on and on. There's a lot of advice I can give to people, and not all of it is about just spend more.
Where is your growth happening? I mean, are you fully exposed in markets like the United States? Are you getting more growth now in emerging markets?
We are all over the world. The first half of the year was actually very, very good in the Americas. We had to improve some. I mean, the biggest market that we are selling for forever is in the US. But I think in the last year, we did recover and we did invest a lot in the US. And the first half of the year, we saw very, very healthy growth in the demand in the US for us. But it's US, Europe, and Asia. That's the three major markets. It's all across all sectors. Actually, the last quarter, our small business sector grew very, very fast. It's still relatively small, but that was the fastest growing sector, but also equally speaking in the large businesses, which is the bigger part of our business.
Two quick questions, if I might. One is this. My sense is that the reported number of attacks is underreported, and that companies and governments don't want to say just how much they are being tweaked and attacked. Am I right or wrong about that?
I think you're probably right. I think, by the way, not everybody knows about all the attacks. Remember, we are stopping most of the attacks. I mean, a typical organization is being attacked about 1,000 times every week. There are certain sectors that are being attacked more than 2,000 times a week. And the good news is that we're stopping all of the attack. And again, unlike the physical world, when you're saying I'm being attacked, that's, you know, that happens once every few years. Here we are being attacked many, many, many times every single day.
Yeah, I think if you look at the banking sector, I've talked to executives there, and they say we're getting attacked practically every second. They're testing our defenses practically every second. How has the nature of the attacks changed over the past 2 years?
Oh,
what's different?
The attacks are becoming far more sophisticated. What we call fifth generation, Gen 5 cyber attacks are becoming now a daily thing. We are seeing, I mean, the tools that have been developed sometimes by nation-state organization are leaking to the internet, and a year or two later, they are the tools that every kid or every criminal group is using. Things like ransomware, I mean, we've seen 32% increase in total attack, 59% in ransomware. It's big.
Let me squeeze one more in quickly, if I might. When you go to bed at night, who or what do you worry about most? Do you worry most about organized criminals? Do you worry most about Russia, Iran, China, North Korea? Who's the biggest specter out there?
All of them. And I think there's very little distinction because, again, it's the same tool used by everyone, and governments are using criminal groups to help them, and criminal group are using the tools that were developed by governments. And I mean, we've seen now with Costa Rica being extortion by a criminal organization. It's it's all over. It's,
all of the above, A, B, C, and D.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.